Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Kozak. So we're here, we got the car out right now. We haven't started her yet. She hasn't been started since yesterday, so we're gonna go ahead and get a cold start. But welcome to the video, guys. So this is gonna be the contrasting part to what I didn't like about Mustangs, so go ahead and watch that if you haven't watched that yet. It's a pretty good video, it did pretty well. So we're gonna go ahead and hop in the car, go for a drive. Hopefully the traffic isn't too bad. Guys, we got a new sticker. Gruffy got the same sticker we're matching right now. It's certified YouTube mechanic, pretty fire. And I also got something else that I want to show you guys, and that's these. We're going to be putting these shifter paddles on. But yeah, guys, the car is clean. We washed it like 3 days ago. It's honestly getting, I don't know how dirty does it look on camera. I don't think it does look dirty, but if you get close, you can see a bunch of little specks and stuff. All right, guys, so we got it on now. And also, guys, I hope you guys are having a great day. Let's go ahead and hop in the car real quick. So this is what it's looking like. All right, guys, so we're about to do a cold start. Keep in mind my valves are not open. They start in normal mode, so they're like a quarter open. But yeah, let's go ahead and start it up. All right, guys, so we're in the car driving now. Oh my God, I love how this car sounds. So guys, jumping right into it, there's one thing I feel like I need to talk about right away. It's the looks, the look of the car. No, I'm kidding, guys. Looks are pretty subjective, so I'm not gonna put that as one of the reasons you'd regret not having a Mustang. It's actually about the power that you get with one of these cars. Now, I wanna bring the first thing I talk about, the first reason, in automatically with the second reason, and that's gonna be the affordability of the car. And the reason for that is because I feel like it kind of goes hand in hand with the car being affordable and how much power you could make with the Coyote engine. Now, I'm specifically talking about the 5.0s, obviously, and you know, that goes into the Gen 6 Mustangs as well. Most Mustangs are very similar for a lot of the other reasons, not necessarily this reason, because Coyote is just a whole different animal compared to anything else Ford has released. Dude, oh, this sounds so good, man. Do a little pull up this hill real quick. Oh my God. I don't know if you guys see the RPMs, but I'm not even like fully throttling it or going crazy with the car. It's just this exhaust, man. Oof. But yeah, guys, so the power that you can get for the money you're getting, like the money you're spending, is honestly the best bang for its buck. This car, I feel like, is the best bang for your buck over anything else. You will see other brands having a really good bang for your buck as well, because once you put a tune on it, you know, and downpipe, like they're getting like an additional, you know, 50 horsepower. It's kind of insane how much they could do with like such little money. However, the barrier to entry is a lot higher in those cars than these cars. You know, you get yourself a Gen 2 Coyote now for probably 20 grand. The prices on them are really low, and it's kind of amazing what you could do with them for the price that they're at. You know, you get into like an S58 for around 60 grand. That's probably, like, that's being generous and cheap. If you get a Gen 2 Coyote and you put $40,000 into it, there is no S58 that's gonna be competing with you. If we're talking about the equal amount of money spent on both cars, I feel like the Coyote's always gonna come out on top. Granted, there's a lot of like quick cars, and you know, you could put crazy money into them and they're gonna be way faster, sure. But with money for money, like band for band, Coyote's king. That's my thoughts on it. If you look at Texas 2K, all the street classes it's Mustang, 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 Mustang. Like, it's insane what this car can do, especially in the straight line. Now, when you're talking about track cars, you know, this car isn't the craziest on aero, but I've seen people do some crazy things with them. And for the price range that they're at, that's why I'm talking about, like, the performance of this car and the affordability is just out of this world. Now, I want to bring the affordability into the next thing of, like I said earlier, looks are subjective on this car, but this car has so much customization on it. like you will feel like you're gonna feel like you're playing a video game, you know. Like now Forza, that game doesn't have a lot of customization for cosmetics, but that's besides the point. The customization is just, you know, insane. It's literally like owning a JDM car, but you own an American car. Like, there's so many companies. There's i5 Auto Haus, there's American Muscle, there's Cervini's. Like, there's just so many companies that are making different types of hoods, and then all the companies are making similar hoods but with different styling. So it's like there's just like 3 companies all making a GT500 style hood, and they all look slightly different because they're making them all, like, they're just different. Like, Cervini's doesn't have any holes for hood pins. It's just flat. And then there's also 777. There's so many companies that are just making items for a car like this. And there's so many parts out there, and it's not only cosmetics too. You have so many routes you can go with, like, boost. You have so many options you can go with an exhaust. Like, there's a lot, and it's not like one is just much better than all the others. Like, it just comes down to preference. Like, you see people that build Mustangs, and everyone's build is just slightly different, whether they have a different part from a different company or just completely unique. It's insane. And then you see people customizing their cars with different parts from different models. Like, you have people with the Mach 1 bumpers, and you have people with the S650 lights. It just does not get any better than the customization a Mustang has. I don't know any other car that could compete with this. Like, there's some cars, like, you look at Audi's brand, and they can't, and those builds are all the same. Like, it's very cookie cutter when it comes to an Audi, you know. Like, I've done my research because I've owned one, and it's front lip, side skirts, you know, just like your Aero, and then you put on some nice wheels, you bag it, yo, there you go, you got a full build. You know, like, there's nothing really unique. Like, maybe put some DRLs on, like, it's insane. There's nothing unique. Yeah, I mean, like, if you want an affordable car that's gonna be fast and beat mostly everyone, that has a lot of options and customization with looks and with power, like, dude, Mustang is the way to go. So jumping into customization, you know, one of the things you're gonna customize is your exhaust. And these cars sound amazing, man. It's like, Mustangs in general sound so good. The Shelbys sound good. Like, dude, like, these cars, the V8s are so good. People might hate me for saying this, but I do think Mustangs have the best sounding V8s, especially the Voodoo, man. The GT350 sounds crazy. I had one dude rev next to me yesterday, man, and it was just like, oh my god, man. Like, it's inexplainable how good it sounded. I mean, there's not much else to say about the sound besides that it's just amazing. Now, granted, I said looks are subjective, and, you know, sound is also subjective. Granted, sound is also subjective, but, like, I'm putting my foot down with this one, man. Like, this is a hill I will die on. I'm not gonna go and die on the hill that saying Mustangs look better than everything else, because there's, like, I just love cars in general, like, a lot of car brands. Like, I'm not, you know, a person to just meat ride one brand, but the sound of this car, like, we be riding, we died on this hill. There, you know, there's cars that make pops and burbles and everything like that, but just the sound alone, the tone, everything, dude, Mustangs are king in that, like, hands down. Especially my Coyotes. Like, I love that Coyote. What can you say? We can do a mini pool here. My last thing of why you will regret not owning a Mustang is purely the community this car has. It is one of the most welcoming communities I've ever seen. Guys, go browse their Reddit, go join Facebook groups, and just see, like, dude, they are so nice. I've been in the Audi community, I've been in there. It gets pretty toxic, I'm not gonna lie. There's people arguing at 8 a.m. this morning. I'm still in the group chats about, like, tunes and stuff. Like it's like literal beef, not just like some, you know, friendly debates. Now, I'm not gonna say the Mustang community is perfect, you know, but dude, the community is so welcoming. Like, it's like, as like, you see another person with the Mustang, you guys are brothers. You know what I'm saying? Like, now granted, let me pull back a little. this is for the Mustang community is great, but if you get an EcoBoost, just know not everyone's gonna like you. You know, some people just hate on EcoBoost. Some people are just like, you're gonna have problems with you. Like, I'm just gonna tell you now, like, you know, it is what it is, bro. It's kind of, that's like the one thing that I dislike about the community is that like toxicity we have. It's the same thing in the BMW community, although I believe BMW's community is a lot more toxic. Granted, I live in Washington. I haven't ran into a lot of Mustang owners. I haven't ran into a lot of people. However, I've had really good experiences with people that have had Mustangs. It's always just been like such an amazing like experience. Like, randomly find them on the road, dude. It's just like, it's all smiles, man. It just like changes your day. It brings up your mood, man. I had a person walk up to me as soon as I pulled up. Like, he was walking into the store, he ran back and he's like, bro, like, this is a sick build. And he starts telling me about his Mustangs, and just when I talk to people that have Mustangs, like, it's just like, there's just instant, like, it's there. And then online, I'd say I've been pretty active in the Mustang communities, and it's a lot of positivity, man. It's great. There's always going to be bad apples, and there's always going to be, you know, problems with people with superiority complexes. You're not going to ever escape that, especially with cars. But I do feel like Mustang has probably one of the better communities and one of the best communities, especially from my experience, because there's a lot of toxic communities out there. I mean, overall, like, Mustang is affordable. It's a beast with power. Off the bat, you're gonna be beating everyone. And then once you start getting into the tuning scene and, you know, like, just making your car faster, it's just crazy what this car can do. And then on top of that, the customization you have, the routes you have, whether you want a twin turbo, single turbo, pro charge, supercharge, like, there's so many routes you could do with this car. There's so many different companies out there. There's so many shops, especially if you don't live in Washington, because I'm not gonna lie, this is probably not the best state for a Mustang, just because of the rain we get here. You have the amazing sounding V8s, like, those are just crazy. And then the community is just like, it's there, man. It's almost like the biker community. The bikers community is just, that's tight, bro. You have a bike, you find someone else with a bike, it clicks like this. That's basically how it is having a Mustang. Like, I've just had the best experiences with having a Mustang compared to anything else. This car, the platform, the chassis, like, looks are subjective, keep it in mind, but like, man, you could make these cars look amazing. The S650 has grown on me a ton, and I think that car is gonna, you know, blow some socks off. But guys, I'm gonna go ahead and, you know, wrap it up here, give you guys one more pull. And, you know, if you enjoyed the video, it's a Honda or an Acura, same thing. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I appreciate you guys for watching and tuning in. Other than that, guys, let's get this pull in. If you want to see any other types of content, let me know. If you like the POV drives, let me know. Just go ahead and let me know. Say something in the comments, help me out with my video. All right, guys, I'll see y'all later. Toodles.